The Clarity Act advanced in the Senate after a last-minute bipartisan compromise secured its passage through the Banking Committee. The deal came just moments before the hearing started, with lawmakers revising key amendments and removing controversial language from Section 301. This move clears the way for a full Senate floor vote, though unresolved ethics concerns remain. The final agreement came after hours of stalled negotiations, with key figures like Senators Mark Warner, Angela Alsobrooks, and Ruben Gallego playing a pivotal role in securing support across party lines. The Clarity Act, or the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, aims to establish a regulatory framework for digital assets in the United States. The bill had stalled due to disagreements over ethics guardrails and provisions tied to the Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act. These disagreements were centered around developer protections and how to define responsibilities for crypto firms. The revised version of the bill removes language from the BRCA, which had been a point of contention among lawmakers. This compromise was finalized in a closed-door session before the markup hearing began, with key negotiators including Cynthia Lummies and Tom Tillys working to align the language. The Clarity Act passed the Senate Banking Committee in a 15-9 vote, marking a significant step forward for the legislation. The bipartisan support came after prolonged discussions, with the most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. Final agreement reportedly reached minutes before the hearing began. The bill's future now rests with the full Senate, where ethics concerns remain unresolved. These unresolved issues could still pose a hurdle for the bill's final passage. The compromise allowed for a vote to proceed, but the lack of clarity on ethics guardrails may still invite further scrutiny or amendments. The Clarity Act's revised language reflects a balancing act between regulatory clarity and industry flexibility. The removal of BRCA language from Section 301 was a key part of the deal, as it had been a sticking point for some lawmakers. The bill now focuses on establishing a clear regulatory structure for digital assets while avoiding overly restrictive language that could hinder innovation. The revised amendments also reflect a broader effort to align the bill with industry needs and investor protections. The Clarity Act's passage through the Banking Committee is a major development for crypto policy in the U.S. The bill's success in securing bipartisan support suggests a growing consensus on the need for regulatory clarity in the crypto space. However, the unresolved ethics concerns remain a point of uncertainty. Lawmakers are still finalizing terms on how to define and enforce ethical standards for crypto firms. These unresolved issues could still impact the bill's final form and its reception in the broader market. The Clarity Act's next step is a full Senate vote, where it will face further negotiations and potential amendments. The bill's fate will depend on how lawmakers address the remaining ethics concerns and whether they can maintain bipartisan support. The final version of the bill could have a significant impact on the U.S. crypto market, affecting everything from investor protections to regulatory enforcement. The market will be watching closely as the bill moves forward. The Clarity Act's progress reflects a broader trend of increased legislative activity in the crypto space. As the U.S. continues to develop a regulatory framework for digital assets, the Clarity Act represents a key step. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. In that process, the bill's success in the Banking Committee suggests that lawmakers are moving toward a more unified approach to crypto regulation. However, the unresolved ethics concerns highlight the challenges of balancing regulatory oversight with industry innovation. The Clarity Act's next signal to watch is the full Senate vote. The bill's final form and its reception in the broader market will depend on how lawmakers address the remaining ethics concerns. The market will be watching closely for any further developments, including potential amendments or changes in the bill's language. The Clarity Act's success in the Senate could have a significant impact on the future of crypto regulation in the U.S.